Well, I had a really good day working the garden today. Adam and I got a lot done. Holy cow, we planted all sorts of stuff. Broccoli and carrots and uh, all sorts of things. Collard greens and just a whole bunch of stuff we got planted. I got snap peas and beans, pole beans and beans, and hooked up a hose and got everything all watered really well, and so we did really well. But one thing I didn't do today is eat. I do this to myself sometimes. I don't even think about it, I just freaking start working and get so much into what I'm doing that I forget that I need to eat. But at the end of the day, when there's only one thing left to do is eat, then you really don't have a choice, because before you can sit down to relax, it's about time your belly starts saying, hey, remember me, man? So you got to do something about that. And yeah, I guess it is running. See, I have this thing in my hand. I'm going to have to get rid of it, because otherwise I'm going to think that the camera is not working, when the camera is working just fine. Now what I want to do tonight, I think, is make myself a stir fry. I thought a stir fry would be good after a hot, long, hard day in the garden that I put in today. A good stir fry sounds great. So I'm putting some fresh onion, a little bit of celery. Now the tomatoes I'm going to put in separate, not as the stir fry, but as a garnish. I am going to chop up some bell pepper, and in this stir fry I'm going to put in some chopped up hot dog, because I have a whole bunch of them, and the leftover meat from the other day when I made a big old a big old hamburger steak, seasoned hamburger steak, Anyway, before I start on any of this, I'm going to want to wash my hands. And I'm going to want to make sure that the surface I'm going to be using is clean and sterilized, and that all of my veggies are clean as well. So this water here, every day I do the same thing. My water in my sink every day is the same thing. I put, for half of a sink full of water, I put about what would be the equivalent of one cap, like this, of good Palmolive dish soap. And this is the oxy-powered one there, so it's the good one. That's why I only need one of those little capfuls. But one of those, they're in that, along with two of those capfuls of bleach. Every morning when I get out of bed, that's what I do. I wash up whatever may be left in there, clean out around my sink area and everything, and fill up a new sink with a new batch of cleaning solution for the day. And it's for the day, that's why I leave it there. It works for everything. And it's got that little bit of bleach in it, so it stays sterile, And I can do stuff like this and know that, I'm cleaning that surface. I'm not just wiping stuff all over the place. I'm actually sterilizing it with a little bit of bleach that's in that water. And now that that's done, I'm going to do the rest of my area a little bit here, just to wipe it all down. While I'm at it, I'll get this here too. Now, I've got a nice clean surface there. My hands, just from doing that, have gotten a start on being cleaned. I'm going to finish them up right now, as I'm doing right in the water, right directly in it. And I'll tell you what, I've got some doozies of some scrapes and cuts from working in the garden today. And this soap water with bleach in it is just, ouch, big time, but you know, that's what happens. I don't wear gloves, so for me to sit here and cry and complain to you about it now is pointless, to say the least. So we'll drop you right there and just continue on with this little crusade we got going on with making stir fry. How's that? Now this meat here cooks up pretty quick, and I want to cook it in that pan. So I'm going to get that pan going. I'm going to get it nice and hot there. Put it on high. Get it nice and hot. Now there's not much grease, not much oil in this meat because I selected out lean. I like the 85 or even 90% lean meat. If it needs oil, I'll add some myself. At least the oil I put in there is going to be clean. There's somebody at the door. Yes, come in! Oh, the door is locked. There, hold on just a moment. I didn't know the door was locked. Come on in.
Mark?
Yes?
My sister needs you.
She does. And what is the need? Is it an emergency, or do I have time to finish my supper?
She needs you to help her to start the grill because it's not starting.
Oh, she's getting ready to cook, and she needs to start the grill. All right, well, you know what? I'm getting ready to cook myself right here. And so,
not the stove,
yes, the outside grill, right? No problem. Yes, I'll let me just put the heat off of this and cover it up. Cover it up that way, and I'm even going to take it off the burner that was hot. Now we should be safe there. Okay, put everything safe distance. All the burners are off. Good. Okay. Be right back.